How's it going? I'm Ryan, and today I'm going to go over the trades that I took on NQ. Definitely overtraded today. Went from being, red on the day to green on the day to back to red on the day to back to green on the day to back to red on the day. I'm calling it right here. I've taken way too many trades today. Ended up with a really small loss on the day. First red day on this account. But I just need to step away and come back next week because starting from my very first trade, I kind of broke my own rules, and that kind of cascaded into today. So down $57 on the day, really manageable. Just stupid that I'm even here in the first place. But let's go over trades I took in just a second. We're gonna look at some of these levels. These levels are all derived from the 8-hour bid-ask volume chart. So these are all just levels off the point of control from the 8-hour time frame. Really all it is. Not even really going to go into it. But coming into the day, we have the overnight value area here. We broke out to the upside, signaling a potential imbalance to the buy side, so looking bullish. But very quickly, we started to look weak around this level that I had. It's 952. Once again, this level is from the 8-hour chart. So we came up, we started testing this 952. I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna show what that looks like on the 1 minute, and then the 5 minute and the 15 minute. And we'll just take a look at all three of those. So let me zoom in a bit more. There we go. This is my first mistake on the day, my very first trade. It was a great trade, but I exited. I took myself out of this trade rather than letting it hit my stop loss or my take profit, which is classic rookie mistake. And I took a loss on what otherwise should have been a nice win. So why did it take a short here? So the first thing I noticed is we had price move up, touched this level exactly, pulled back a little bit. Price tested this level again, pulled back a little bit. What was I watching? I was watching these points of control on the 5 minute. This is just the area where the most volume happened on that 5 minute candle. So there's a ton of volume coming in right up in here, right up at this level where I'd expect resistance to happen. And it's also, you can see that as price tries to push above that, it keeps getting pushed down. So I entered short. Another reason is that we had kind of a volume shelf. In terms of, in the pre-market, we had a lot of volume down here, and then we got a big move to the upside, and not a ton of volume in here. So we kind of left like a shelf, like a gap in the volume. And whenever that happens, it's not uncommon to see a retracement back to that liquidity. So once we came up here, we couldn't break higher. We were hitting resistance, price action looking weak. The point of control was up here, and we couldn't close above it. I took a short. We had news at 10. I took myself out 10 minutes before, so this whole thing was just stupid. But my first take profit was 30 points. My second take profit was this next level down here at 892. So it would have been a nice move, about 60 points on the runner. I took it with 5 contracts. I stopped myself out. My stop loss was above high at A. So I had about a 20-point stop loss, but I stopped myself out for about 14 points, just because I didn't really like that we weren't breaking lower. The fact that we were just kind of chopping sideways for a while. I wanted to see a quicker move down. And I got out after this candle here because we had kind of that point of control started to lower, and we closed higher. Even though we didn't close above that level, it was just more bullish price action. And I saw this kind of as a potential like bull flag and breakout to the upside. And since we were above the value area, we were above yesterday's high, I just lost confidence, which I shouldn't have, because we really didn't have a huge reason to. Then price went down and did exactly what I wanted it to. The following candle was a news candle, so that was kind of, that was the one that I didn't want to hold through because I knew that there was a chance that we'd have some volatility. But that trade was a loss that should have been a win, so that's just my bad. I wasn't following my own rules, and that's just a stupid execution on my part. I tried to take another trade. I tried to take a short after we had that news candle and we came up right here. So I tried to take a short off this level. This is the pre-market low. It also was a volume level of 790. I missed my entry by about 1 point. The reason being that I wanted to take a short there is because we had this massive move down. We came up, we retested this level. We see that point of control on the 5 minute right at that level. We see some weakness, right? We have a move up and then we have a decline in volume as we test and try to break above, but cannot break above that level. So I tried to enter short in this candle here after this one on the following 5 minute. Once this one closed, I tried to enter short and it just didn't fill me. And then that went down, and that would have been also a nice trade. So I missed that. My third trade was a winner, and after this I should have, well, not my third trade, my second trade was a winner, and this is where I should have just taken it and called it a day. We came down and we held this level, this 710 or so, and we get a shift, and that shift is we see the volume point of control high up on these candles, right? So kind of at the top of this candle, big sell-off, top of this candle, big sell-off following. But this candle came down and held this level, and the point of control shifts lower, which is a bullish indication that the most volume happened down here and price can't close below it, and that it gets pushed up. That's an indication that that volume is buying volume, and when we see that at a level of support, that gives us an opportunity. So entered long here. Once we held that level, we made a low, came up, made a higher low, and I entered following that. My first take profit was 30 points, which just happened to kind of coincide with this level here. My second take profit was the next level up on my runner, which hit, and that was a winning trade that brought me to positive about 190 on the day after my first loss. So at this point, I should have quit. I should have been done. I would have been happy with that, but I did not. One thing that I was watching is that we kind of had, when I was talking about this volume shelf here and how price wanted to come back and find that liquidity, I saw the same thing here. It was two things lining up. It was the overnight point of control, and then it was also the point of control for that 5 minute candle that had a massive move down. That's a lot of words just to say that there's a ton of volume sitting right there. So likewise, we also saw a lot of volume here at this level that was acting as resistance. You can see it acting as resistance. You can't break above it. I took a trade that was too early. So I took a long position here. I took it with 2 contracts because it looked like we were breaking out, and I wanted to long that up into this area, this like void in volume, because theoretically if price breaks above this resistance, there's nothing to stop it, and it would probably seek out the next level of resistance, or excuse me, the next level of liquidity, which is up there at 866. So I thought we were getting a breakout. I entered a little too early. I entered after this 1 minute candle closed above that level because we had not gotten that yet. So once we got a 1 minute close above it, I entered long. However, at this point, I believe it was Trump said that he was going to put tariffs on countries, and we got what essentially is a news candle without a scheduled news release. So no real way of knowing that that was going to happen. That was just kind of a sporadic thing. So that stopped me out. I had 2 contracts. I was going lighter on the size because I was already up on the day. I just wanted to see if I could cap it off with a nice win because it was a move that I was watching for and hoping. Didn't get it, got stopped out. And the unfortunate thing is that my stop had some slippage. I had 15-point stop. I got stopped out for about 24 points. So about a 50% bigger loss than I wanted to take. Just because the price moved so fast that I didn't get the fill directly at where my stop loss was. So took a bigger loss there than I wanted to, about $100 loss. At this point, I definitely should have been done trading. And the next 2 trades, I'm not even going to really go over them. I tried a long position. I entered it. It stopped me out, and then I tried to re-enter it. Just stupid. Really, it was the fact that we were consolidating and holding this level, and I wanted to see us break higher. So once we broke here on the 5 minute, on the 1 minute, even though price action was weak, for some reason I convinced myself that we were going to head higher, and took a loss, took a re-entry, took a loss. Both of those were 2 contracts. At this point, I was down on the day, about $40. Came back after a few hours and I took one trade that also would have worked out really well. Unfortunately, I had to go, so I couldn't sit and manage this trade, so I actually just closed out early. But I took a short position here, so let's pull this up, see where we're at. All right, so I took a short position here. Reason being, we were forming lower lows and lower highs on the day, right? Low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. This was a lower high. We were testing a level that I was expecting to act as resistance, a level that had acted as resistance before. We can see those volume profiles kind of gathering around that level while we failing to close higher. I entered on this candle once we started to break below on increasing volume, right? We see those rejections being on higher volume, like this candle that tested that level and couldn't break above it, high volume. Same thing, tried to break out, couldn't, high volume. And then we start to get this pullback on high volume, and I entered short. My stop loss was above this little swing high here. My take profit was 30 points, and then at this next level down here at about 60 points or so. Like I said, I entered, and then something in my life came up. I had to exit this trade. I couldn't sit and watch it. So I exited for a quick positive of $70. This was 5 contracts. That would have been a really nice trade as it came down to hit that. But this had me up about $20 on the day, and then right before making this video, I made a pretty stupid trade. I don't trade after hours, or I definitely shouldn't have taken this trade. But this is the last one. I'll just go over it really quick. We kind of consolidated around this level of support here at 576. If I come here, we had one of those kind of volume shelves I was talking about. You can see that we have a lot of volume around like 600, and then above that nothing until like 610, and then we have quite a bit of a gap. If we look at this, we have quite a bit of a gap up until this level, like 650. So it looked like we were getting a breakout here on the 1 minute. We definitely had a big rise in volume as we broke above like this level here that we were rejecting off of around 600. We came down, we retested it, we held it, and as we started to move higher, I entered long. I was targeting this high here for my first take profit, and this level up here for my swing, or for my runner, excuse me. And then the following candles just dumped and stopped me out. So that's what brought me to a loss overall on the day. Like I said, just terrible execution. I was up almost $200 on the day. Should have called it. I mean, I shouldn't have taken a loss in the first place. My very first trade would have been a win had I just stuck to the plan. So just stupid mistakes, unfortunately. I would like to say that I'm over it, but I'm not. I want a chance to redeem myself, but that's gonna have to wait till Monday. So overtraded today. It's a stupid thing. I know better. I still did it. Usually that's an expensive lesson. Like I said, today, less than $58. So it's not an issue. One winning day will more than make up for it. And I'll have another opportunity next week. So just frustrating because I know that I'm better than that, and I should have been better than that. Today could have been a really nice day. It could have been a one and done right off the open, $350 win, and just put my account over $1,000 profit and walk away. But I pretty much started a little shaky out the gate, so everything that followed was just bad decisions apparently. Even after I had a nice win and was up about $200, I still continued to make bad decisions. So it's gross. I'm mad about it. I want an opportunity to redeem myself, but I'm not going to get that till next week. So we're just going to have to ruminate over it and learn from it, and just continue on. But that's all I got. Thank you for watching. I do stream live on this YouTube channel Monday through Friday. If you want to stop by, come hang out, please do. I appreciate you being here. Have a great day. Peace.